to share it so that people could see. Is it better now? I think it's better.
It's better. Can you hear me now clearly?
Okay. Gist. Yes, gist with dummy. It's time to dummy with the gist, not just with dummy. It's time to it's time to talk. So welcome once again. Everyone. I want to appreciate you for the time. You know, I was on a live session. I've been on one or two that had some network challenges like this, and sometimes I'm wondering why is it at the time that the live is actually supposed to kick off that the network challenges start. Okay, so that's one of the challenges that we face as content creators, right? Dami with the gist. Welcome, Dr.
Thank
Dami.
you.
Lola Ayen is here. Sorry about the challenges with network. I think it's better now.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, so we'll be going straight to our discussion. So
All
we're
right.
talking about the role of diet and exercise on being overweight or obese. Now, if you are joining us, if you are not even overweight, if you are not obese, you definitely have someone around you, maybe a member of the family or a friend that is actually managing this condition, either overweight or obesity. Now, there are many different about being overweight and obese. It is said that right now, according to the World Health Organization, about one in eight persons are actually overweight. Okay, and it's common, more common in the Western world, where about 40% now of adults, and then 60% of cases are found in the Western world. Yes, I like to talk about water, and I'm happy to see our guest drinking water. Very important. So she's practicing what she preaches, and that's interesting. And that's Dr. Ayeni Damilola there, a family physician. She's on YouTube as Dami with the Gist. Okay, so you can check our channel. I mean, after this session, and then subscribe, watch our videos. Very interesting. So we are here together. Of course, if you have been a subscriber to this channel, you know that I'm Dr. Soyemi Damilari, and I'm always excited to come to educate the world. I mean, the world, because so many people get to hear, so many people get to watch, so many people get to see the posts, that come up in different parts of the world, and then a lot of feedbacks. I'm sure Dr. Eni is also beginning to have the same experience. I think you started your YouTube channel this year. Okay, so but the
Yes, I did.
passion, I mean, to educate the world, yes, and I can see that you're growing, and I'm happy to do this collaboration with you, but I can see the passion, I can see the interest in helping so many people all over the world. I mean, to get the right information. There's a lot of information out there. People use Google, and Google can give different information, I mean, to people. But we talk about not just information that we have, we talk about practical experiences that we have with interacting, I mean, by interacting with patients or clients, as the case may be. Now, let's take note of the people joining us. Right now, we have five people on the live. I can see Fadisa is here. Fadisa is a YouTuber and one of great members of our community of YouTubers. Saying hello, Doc Show. Thank you, Fadisa, for joining in. Fatima Barata is here too. Can you see them, Dr. Dami? Can you see
Yes, I
those
can. I
joining
can.
us?
I can see them.
Okay.
Yes.
So just welcome them and maybe a little more introduction of
Okay.
yourself. Welcome, Dr.
Okay.
Dami. Mhm.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Shoyemi, for the introduction and for the warm welcome. So, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Ayeni, and I'll be joining Dr. Shoyemi today in adding our voices together to the topic on ground, which is overweight and obesity and the role of diet and exercise. So, we'll be breaking it down to the level of understanding that everybody can be able to get something from it and navigate. The purpose of having this conversation is one, to educate us, to inform us so that we can make the right decision. When we have the
Yeah. Okay, Fadisa is saying, hello, Doc INE. Dr. INE is receiving a very warm welcome from the community. I have Fadisa here. Caribbean girl is as she has joined us and she's right here with our comment. Hello, guys. Hello, Caribbean girl. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining in. Okay, I can't seem to hear. Yes, a signal. Yes, I can't seem to hear her too. Okay, so as we await our rejoining or the network glitch, we will continue. I'll just say that as she was trying to let you know that as much as possible, we'll make this interactive. We'll make it uh, interesting for and engaging for everyone to participate. You can drop your comments. Do you know anyone that's overweight or obese? What does it actually mean to be overweight? What does it mean to be obese? Okay, so in practical terms, talking about defining it, there is this weight over height measurements that we do as doctors or nurses or health professionals, as the case may be. And you can even use your own Google. I mean, your own, of course, Google can show you the app you can use to calculate your body mass index. So that is actually what we use as reference, and that is what is used all over the world as reference for determining who is overweight and who is obese. Oh, Lisa Cooper is here. Lisa, I just noticed something. You have a new profile picture, and that's nice. It's nice. Okay, welcome, Lisa, all the way from United States of America. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I believe is it morning there now, or late or early afternoon. Welcome, greetings to your host. Yes, thank you for the greetings. Everyone joining in, remember to double tap on your screen and give us a like on this live. And then Lisa says, yes, this is very important to know. Yes, it's very important. Oh, Lisa is saying that she's overweight and people say I don't look like it. Yes, that's interesting. Yes, as I was preparing for this, I actually remember that there are times that people actually come to the clinic or to the hospital. I mean, come into my clinic and I found out that normally they may not look like overweight or obese, but with my clinical judgment, with normal. Yes, let me add a co-host, our co-host. Yeah, she should be back.
Yes, I'm back. I'm so sorry.
Welcome back.
I was logged out.
It's
Okay.
okay. Everyone is excited about your presence, and let me read the comments. Hello, Doc INE. That's from Fadesa, and
Oh,
she's saying you're
hello.
welcome. That's the word
Thank you very
welcome
much.
from Fadesa. Caribbean girl. Uh, she's saying hello, guys. She's from the Caribbean, definitely. And Fadesa says, oh, just signal. Okay, that was when we had signal issue. And Lisa Cooper is here. She's also a YouTuber. Caribbean girl is a YouTuber too. You know, they are all wonderful people. Lisa says, good day, sir. Away from America. She's saying greetings to your co-host. She can see and she can hear you now. Okay, so Lisa says, yes, this is very important to know. That is knowing about weight, our weight, of course, talking about being overweight or obese is very important. Yes, because there are many risk factors, I mean, risk associated with people that are overweight or obese, especially cardiovascular diseases and so many other things. Dr. Amy is still here. She's the one to tell us more. Now, Lisa says, because I'm overweight and people say I don't look like it. Dr. Amy, can we take it from there? Oh, network again. All right, so I'll take it, yes, from there that it's possible for a person not to look like it, but actually be overweight. So that's where the reference really comes in. And like I said, it's what is used all over the world. Any part of the world you are in, it's a global reference where we use the height. in kilograms, and the weight in kilograms, I mean, and then the height in meter squared. So you can calculate your own body mass index. You can calculate your own body mass index. And Dr. Amy, what does it mean to be overweight? Can you? Thank you for the likes. We can have more likes. Dr. Amy, welcome back. What does it mean to be overweight? Dr. Amy, can you hear me? All right, so as we await her joining again, she's here. I don't know, there's a network challenge, but we're going to have this done. So, guys, help us with more likes. Let more people get to join this. I will be giving information as much as possible as our guest. Maybe having a challenge, but I believe that we'll still have a solution to this. All right, so thank you for staying tuned. Now, being overweight simply means that a person has a body mass index that is greater than 25, okay, and the normal should actually be between 18 to 25. Just giving you those figures for ease of understanding and relating with. Now, Lisa says, I'm trying since 2 years. Okay, Lisa says she's 5'2" and then 1'7". Okay, so Lisa is definitely with those values. If you calculate it, she's overweight, like she has said. Lisa Cooper says, I'm trying since 2 years to control this. I was underweight until menopause hit 2 years ago. And she added 40 pounds. Wow, that's about 20 kilograms in 18 months. Now, Lisa, you thank you for sharing your experience with us, and we hope to we hope to hear more, know more from you. I believe people are going to learn a lot from this discussion. Fadesa says her video is hanging again. That's true. Lisa says I have to get a nutritionist on board. And then Fadesa says whooping 40 pounds. Oh wow, yes, 40 pounds. That's pretty much. All right, so now I was talking about the reference, like Lisa says there, once it's less than 18, that's being underweight. Of course, being underweight is not good, it's not also good. Uh, just like it has its own uh, associated risks. That's talking about maybe being malnourished, I mean malnutrition, being underweight puts that individual at risk of infections and all. But we're talking about being overweight. So that means for any normal individual with normal body mass index, um, means with normal weight, normal height for that age and for that weight, and normal body mass index between 18 and 25. That is normal. So if you calculate your weight over height in meters square, that height will be times 2. I mean, you multiply it twice, is square. So you divide your weight over your height in square. That's in meters. So when you get between 18 and 25, for example, I am between 23 and 24, so I'm within the normal body mass index, that is right for my weight, for my height. So if you calculate yours and it's also within 18 and 25, then that is normal. You have a normal weight for your height and for your age. But if you have anything above 25, that is going to be in kilograms per meter square, then you are overweight. Now, that overweight is between 25 and 30. Now, talking about obesity, it means that the value now is above 30. If you calculate that weight over height in meter square, you have something above 30, or you know anyone that has above 30, that's 30 kilograms per meter square. And there are different classes, class 1, class 2, class 3 of obesity. In fact, they call it, it could even be called morbid obesity. Okay, at the point some people even have up to 40, and this is not a good condition because there are many risk factors associated with being overweight or being obese. Now, risk factors: cardiovascular risk factors, chronic back pain, risk of arthritis. These are some of the conditions. In fact, individuals that are overweight or obese are at risk of developing diabetes mellitus. So there are so many risks associated with people who are overweight or obese. Now, some people have this challenge also with their mental health. People that are overweight, people that are obese sometimes lose confidence. They don't tend to be confident in themselves because they feel that people don't like it. Of course, maybe it's just the recent time that people say in this environment now is a sign of evidence of good living that you are overweight or obese. And but it may not be healthy. It may really actually be an evidence of uh, good living, but may not be healthy living, right? So some people actually have it as genetic. And if there's a genetic factor, we need to consider that, and individuals need to put some action to managing their weight. Let me read the comments. Now, Lisa says, "Hi, Fadesa, my darling." And Lisa also says, yes, and people trying to say, oh, you needed weight, overweight is not good at all. Yes, so many people are influenced by the environment. People are influenced by the, let me see if I can still, let me see if I can still send this. Yes, so people trying to say, oh, you needed weight, overweight is not good at all. Yes, some people believe, like I said, that it's an evidence of good living. Now that you have money, that you are rich, that you're able to afford things that you can eat, um, doesn't mean that you should uh, eat in a way that will affect your health negatively. Okay, so and like I was saying, some people are moved by what people say, you know. That's why it's good to seek professional advice, to seek proper medical attention as much as possible. Do a checkup. When you do that, your doctor or your health care provider should be able to tell you, after calculating and checking other things relating to your health, be able to say that, oh, you are just fitting for your age, for your weight, for your height. So they are no longer going to be influenced in a negative way by people around you. It may even be family members, they may be friends, there are people that actually love you, they like you, they want you to look good. But that a person is quite big doesn't mean that they are healthy. So you need to learn to be confident in your own stature. Now that's very important. Some people are not confident. They are not able to handle matters of life because they feel that they are not big enough. And like they say, maturity is not about age. First of all, sometimes it's not also about size. Okay, it's about how what's your mental capacity, how well you're able to process information, how well you're able to deliver, how well you're able to relate with others. So there are different areas that we look at when it comes to health. So Fadisa says, I get that, Lisa. And Lisa says, I'm reducing rapidly and we'll be back to a healthy weight. You have 25 pounds to go. That's good. Good to know, Lisa, that you're actively working on your weights. Now it's getting more interesting. So I've defined what being overweight means and what being obese means. I've talked about in a way, I've mentioned some of the risk factors. Some of the risk factors associated with being overweight or obese. I mentioned cardiovascular diseases. Individuals that are overweight or obese are at risk of a heart attack. They are at risk of hypertension. They are at risk of, in fact, high cholesterol levels. They are at risk of diabetes. They are at risk of chronic back pain. They are at risk of arthritis, osteoarthritis. So you can see that there is a lot that is related to being overweight or obese. And what is the role of diet? What's the role of exercise? Of course, diet basically we know talks about what you take in, what you ingest, what the food that you eat, what we eat, what we ingest. Especially in this season now, many people have opportunities to eat like never before. So I don't know how it is at your hand, but you know, in the spirit of the celebration, there is more food here and there, more drinks here and there, but there has to be some control. Otherwise, interestingly, more people, that's the fact, more people are going to add weight this season than they have ever had. More people are likely to move from just being overweight to becoming obese.
All right. I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, okay, okay. I
Okay,
just
yes,
said
I can hear
welcome
you.
back. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
I can. I'm
and I
so
can
sorry.
also
Yeah.
I can hear you too.
All right.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's good to have you back. So I've done a bit of introduction on the
Okay.
risk associated with being overweight and obese. I've talked about the fact that people can develop cardiovascular diseases, become hypertensive, become um, patients with arthritis, become patients with chronic back pain, uh, even develop diabetes mellitus from being overweight or obese. So I've done that. So what are the things that can make a person become overweight? What are the things? Risk
All right.
factors
So,
for overweight,
I'm so
overweight.
sorry
Yes,
once
thank
more
you.
for being logged out and the network. So, I would like to begin by saying that being overweight or being obese, at the end of the day, it results from the decisions we make daily. So, what are the decisions we make daily? That leads us to the lifestyle, like our lifestyle. So, the conscious or
Mm,
subconscious things that we do, your decision to snack after eating that food, instead of you taking a walk, you sitting
mm,
down for a longer period of time, not exercising,
mm,
not eating
mm,
healthy, instead of taking, for example, water, you taking soft drinks or alcoholic beverages. At the end of the day, your daily decisions. So at the end of the day, from day to day life, it adds up daily to weekly to yearly. And then it becomes your lifestyle, it becomes
mm,
your routine. So now, being obese and being overweight too, especially being overweight, there's a very thin line between the normal weight and overweight. So let me even use myself as an example, a practical example. Different points of my life have been on the point of being overweight. But the good thing is that I'm able
okay.
to, one, retrace my step and then go back to the healthy lifestyle. How was I able to achieve that? One, because
Mm,
I have the consciousness of this at mind, that one, I have control over it. And then I am, let me say, equipped with the information. Okay. So at that period of time
yeah,
that I happened to be overweight, I we traced my step back to
Okay, you mean you've
about,
been there before? You mean
yes,
you've
of
been
course.
overweight
Like
before? Wow.
it's
Okay.
not. I just feel that, and there was one of the I think is Liz Copper. She was saying that people tell her that, when she tells them that she's overweight, that people say, but you look. The truth of the matter is that for most people, you can look as if you are in your healthy weight. Meanwhile, you're already overweight. So the accurate way to know if you're overweight is actually to check your BMI. And
Right.
BMI,
That's the
for
body
you to
mass index,
know,
right?
it is what, yeah, the body mass index, that is your weight and your height, and then we square it, and then we get the values based on the regions which you are in. So that's why I said it's a slim line. So imagine someone that is on a healthy weight of body mass index is 24, right? But then 24.9 is overweight to 25 for your BMI. So that's why I said there's a thin line between being healthy weight and being overweight. So someone that is 25 BMI will still say I'm overweight. At the same time, someone that is 29, that's on the edge of the BMI. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, sir? So in this way,
Right.
someone that is 25, to a lot of people, will still look healthy, but your BMI is putting you out already that you're already overweight. So sometimes it is not objective when you just look at yourself and say, I look good, I just look the part. Until when you now check, in fact,
It's not
most
about the
people look
looks. We just talk about that. You sir
exactly.
said
So
that.
most people look
Okay.
the part, but then when they check their BMI, they realize that, okay, now they are not on a healthy weight. Now, BMI too, it
Hmm.
has some of its own limitations, which are not
Okay.
very
What are the
favorable.
limitations?
So, like,
Kindly share
for
with us.
example, someone that is into all these very um let me say weightlifting, okay? So they have bigger
Okay.
muscles.
Hmm.
They have
Right.
bulk, they have body bulk. So such person
Right. Right.
can still go on that scale, and then the weight is,
Hmm.
though the person is healthy, the person has muscle bulk, but the person is healthy. But then the person climbs on the weight, and then someone that is slimmer will climb on the same weight, but because the person does not have much bulk, the weight is not going to be the same as the person that has bulk. Then when the person
Hmm.
checks the height, it could really result into being overweight when the person calculates it. Meanwhile, the person actually
Right.
is healthy. So aside
Hmm.
body mass index, which is the one of
Right.
the general ways of checking, for myself,
Right.
I also recommend for people to do what we call abdominal circumference. That one is more objective, and it is very easy
Okay.
for you to do it. And we also know that, especially for metabolic diseases like hypertension, diabetes, hypercholesterol, they are all,
Hmm.
underlying. The major underlying cause is not just obesity, but truncal obesity. That is the excess
Right.
fat distribution around
Around the
abdominal
abdomen,
circumference. So, in as
the
much as
trunk,
BMI is good, there's still a
torso.
place
Call
to
it torso. Hmm.
juxtapose, yeah, to compare. So, using that abdominal way of checking, that's easy, just using a tape
Hmm.
around your waist, could give you a very accurate result for you to know if you should start walking, because your abdominal circumference is where most of this excess fat are being stored, and this is the worst kind of fat. They are the worst kind of fat that predisposes people really to this metabolic condition, the hypertension, the diabetes, the hypercholesteremia. So I would recommend that, in as much as we are focusing on our BMI to know if we are obese or overweight, we should also routinely check our abdominal circumference. Now, I know the next question will be, okay, so
Check
what is
what?
the
You simply check
general.
what? You simply check what? You
Sorry,
simply
sir?
check what? I didn't get that. You
I
said you
said,
simply check.
in as much I said, in as much as the BMI is still the gold standard, I highly recommend we also using the tape to get our measurements around our midline. Then
So how do we
next
know
question.
what should be
Yeah.
the normal? How do we
Yeah, so
determine?
that's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
That the next question will be what is now the normal, one. So there are actually different kind of numbers that is gotten. But I think on an average, for a woman, it shouldn't be more than 81. That's the centimeter. Then for a man, it shouldn't be
Right.
more than 89. So as a woman, if it's already greater than 81, that does not necessarily mean that you're going to have that disease, but it's just like you're at more risk. Okay, so aim for
Yes, you're
your
right.
abdominal circumference should be lesser than 81. Then for a man, aim for it to be lesser than 89. And I said it has different range because they also base it on the geographical location. So people in the Caucasian region, people that are Asian, people that are African American, they have different numbers. So you can also check it to know, of course, we have different ethnicity, right? So you can be able to check according to your ethnicity and know the best way for you to achieve this. So I think this is one of the very subjective way for you to achieve this. Yeah. So in inches,
Okay.
that is okay.
Yes, someone is asking.
So when you take the tape rule, you take it
We
from
need to use the
the
conversion. Yes.
yeah. So when you take your tape rule, right, it has both the inches and the centimeter. So when you
Right.
turn it
Right.
around, then you will see the inches. So that's basically giving you out to what exactly it is. So the BMI is still very well used. World, it is well recognized worldwide. But in addition to it, is the use of the tape rule to get the abdominal circumference. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. I want to ask this question that some people tend to ask. Is diet or exercise more important for weight loss? Which one is more important?
Okay. So I just want to be sure that we can all hear me very well. Can we all hear me very well? My host is out. So if you can still hear me well, please just say yes. All right, you're back, sir. Can you hear me very well, sir?
Yes. I can hear
Okay.
you.
All right. So now back to your question. Your question is that
Yes.
between diet and
Which one is more
exercise,
important?
which one is more
Yes. Which one
important?
is more important?
Okay, so
Yes.
if I have to choose one, I will tell you that
Okay.
diet is more important. However, both your
Hmm.
exercise and your diet they work
Why?
hand in hand. There is a reason why I said
Okay.
the diet is more important because a lot of times I've seen people, even I myself, you tend to do things that are like exercise related. Maybe you jog or you run or you just try to do a
Yes, I
lot of
know
exercise or
Fedesa
even you
does
go to the
some
gym.
sporting
Yeah,
workouts
there's
and
even
all.
a point
Yes.
in my life I was going to the gym, and sometimes the gym can be very discouraging because instead of you
Discouraging.
putting
Why?
yes, it can be very discouraging because initially when you start to go there, you are expecting that you drop on the weight. That's what everybody wants to do. You want to drop on the weight, but unfortunately you might
Okay, you
start.
mean people are expecting to have a quick drop in that weight? Is that
Like
what you
when you
mean?
start to go, yes,
Like
when you
most.
start to go to the gym, yes, you expect that okay,
Yeah.
you are dropping on the scale. But unfortunately, sometimes you're
Okay.
not dropping on the scale. And that's because
It's
you're
not
adding
so.
muscles,
Hmm.
you're adding bulks.
Hmm.
So it's not necessarily
Hmm.
fat, but you're adding bulks. So on the scale, it's still showing that your weight is even almost getting high, right? And then
Hmm.
sometimes the
Hmm.
disadvantages of you actively exercising is that you have this mindset that I have done so much today, so I
Hmm.
can eat so much
Activity,
more.
right?
Yes. So
Hmm.
in your
Okay.
mind, you're like, I have done so much, you know, exercise, so I can eat as much as I want to. But that's where we get it wrong. Because at the end of the day, what makes us to either lose weight or gain weight is what we call a state of calorie deficit. And this is what I always preach anytime I have the opportunity to have this topic. And it is very, very important.
Okay,
Like,
we are listening to you.
once you master
What's that?
this calorie deficit, then you are able to master the secret of weight loss or weight gain. So, what that simply means in a very simple term is
Yeah.
this: your metabolism, the calories that your body needs in a day. Let's assume that for a 75 kg man, your body needs a total of 2,000 calories in a day. Now, you decide to consume 2,000 calories. What do you think is going to happen to you? You're not going to lose weight, neither are you going to gain weight, because
I
that
didn't
is
get
exactly
that.
what
It's,
your body needs.
the person decides
So,
to
I gave an
consume how
example.
much?
I
Yes,
gave an
2,000.
example of someone that is weighing 75 kg, a 75 kg man,
Yes.
whom's daily requirement is 2,000 calories. Are you with me?
All right.
Now, if this
Yes, I
person
can hear you.
decides to
I believe the
consume,
audience can also hear you. Hope you can. Let's know if you can still hear us in the chat. Thank you. And if you have any question, kindly drop your question in the chat. Thank you, Dr. Ayani. Please
all right,
continue.
so if this person now decides to take 2,000 calories, that's the same caloric requirement for this person's body. Guess what happens to this person? This person is not going to lose weight. Neither is this person going to gain weight. This person is going to maintain
Just,
the weight
just there.
just there.
Right.
So it's just like a routine. But
Hmm.
if this person needs 2,000
So it's about
calories,
input output.
exactly. So if this person now needs 2,000 calories, right? But this person is taking 1,500 calories. What that means is that, thank you so much, Ma. Dr. Luatui is on.
Ah, Dr. Luasi. Our
Now,
own family physician consultant with special interest in
our
the
geriatrics family physician.
older adults. Yes, yes. Good to
Ah,
have you here, man. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Thank
all
you,
right.
Dr.
So
Luasi. Welcome.
if the person now that needs 2,000 calories is having 1,005 calories, the person is in a state of deficit.
Mm,
So what that means is that the extra
mm,
500 calories that the body needs to carry out the normal activity, the
mm,
body is going to take from the already stored calories. So it's going to pull out
mm.
from what is already
Right.
stored, which gives this person
Okay.
or leaves this person in a state of deficit. So this person, instead of
Let me adjust
gaining
my
weight,
chair.
the person is going to lose weight because the excess calorie that this person needs, the person is not getting it. So the one that is already stored in the body
Yeah.
is what the body is now using. So
Person
automatically
will
there
be
will be a
using.
weight
Right.
loss. Now, for the
Right.
same person that needs 2,000 calories but ends up taking
Mm.
3,000 calories, do you understand? The person needs 2,000 calories. That's all the person
Yeah.
needs
No,
for
it's taking
the
three.
day activity. But this person is now taking extra 1,000 calories. Of course, this person is going to gain weight. So that is why I said
Mm.
it's not really about the exercise, quote and unquote. If at the end of the day, the
Mm.
diet too cannot, you know, work together with it, if it's only the exercise that you think you want to do, and then you can still go ahead and consume as much calories as you want to, what happens is
It's
that,
not gonna
yes,
work.
the exercise is going to help you to burn some of the fat that you already have. However, the
Right.
diet that
Right.
you are consuming, the excess calories, is still going to, so you're just going to be frustrated that I am exercising, but at the
Mm.
same time you're not getting
And it's not
results. So the best way
working.
to get results
Mm.
is when you decide to do both. Both is actually very good because when you
Okay.
exercise, what it does is
Okay.
that it is burning the already stored fat. Okay, so all those unpleasant places that you have this fat, it is helping you to reduce that. It's making you more healthy too.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Mm.
with exercise, it's not just about you losing weight, it is about feeling good. there's this feeling you get
Mm.
when you have a good jog. Like I mean, there used to be a point when I was in my university. I used to jog like every night. I take like 30 minutes jog. So it's not just about losing weight or sweating out, but even the sweating out. When you sweat out, there are some hormones that is being released. The stress hormone is released, so you are not stressed.
Mm.
It helps you to look younger. It helps you to look vibrant. Your bones are strong. You feel happy. The mood, the happy mood is released. You understand? It's being secreted. So the truth of the
Yeah.
matter is that both of them has its own advantages. Okay, but it is important that when you are exercising, don't feel that because I am exercising, I can eat anything. Like this is festive period, so
So
let me
somebody
say
said yeah, that you can't
yes.
out exercise a poor diet. You cannot out exercise a poor diet.
Exactly,
You cannot.
exactly.
Yes,
So
that's
you
it.
cannot, yes,
Nutritional
because
choices actually have great impact
you're going to be
on our
frustrated when
weight.
you
You
when
know.
you try to do that. You'll be so frustrated because when you're
Mm,
exercising,
mm,
you'll be
mm.
tired that, oh, I'm doing so much, but I'm not getting the
So
results.
so how
So
many?
that's
Let me
just
come in there. How many calories? How do we now determine the calories that is needed? Someone may be asking.
so it depends
Doctor, please
on different things.
can you have some more lighting in your environment? Maybe someone around can help with some lighting. On my side, it's getting dark.
No,
No, the
on your
environment is
side it's
getting. I
getting
mean, it's
brighter. Your
evening
side is brighter than my
in
side.
Nigeria.
I think it's better now.
Oh,
I think
yes,
it's better now.
better.
Yes, it's a
But if it
little
can
bit
be
better now.
better,
Yes.
all right. So we are listening to you.
All right. So the question is what, sir?
So the two are important. I mean, talking about diet and exercise. We're talking about calories. How do I determine what determines how do I measure? Of course, we have ways that in fact there's an app that can actually be used to check for calories in foods. I mean, so many things are available now. Talking about
Yes.
AI and all. So I mean, those are other options apart from um, weighing, right? And then looking at um, those registered values, and then talking about what is required, taking what is required daily, and not taking.
So yes, sir. The thing is that our metabolism also differs. So what I mean by our metabolism is that some people have a kind of slow metabolism. Some people have a very quick metabolism. So it's just a way of your body actually using this, let me say, calories that you've consumed. So people that they have a slower metabolism, they tend to, hold on
Mm,
to those extra calories compared to someone that their metabolism is very fast. And some of the things that could make you into that metabolism to make your metabolism faster is your lifestyle.
mm,
It comes down to your lifestyle again, exercise. Then there are some
yeah.
food,
Mm.
that they've been
So, what are
attributed
the
to help
foods that
us.
people should be eating?
Yes,
Yes, what are
there
those
are
foods?
some
Tell us. Tell
some
us.
examples of foods and vegetables that would help you quicken your metabolism. So things
All right.
that could help you burn, this excess fat. I
All
mean, there
right.
was a time that I
Yeah.
literally I was just counting my calories per food. So it's better to have things that will naturally help you burn
Now,
those.
vegetables will also serve like a bulk, like a bulk. It gets individual feel you feel full, you feel full
Exactly.
easily
Yeah,
satisfied. So you don't consume more than you need to. So that's one of it.
exactly.
What else? What about fruits? People talk
No,
about
like
fruits.
yes,
Are
I
they
was I was
important?
trying to give examples. So things like roots,
Okay.
examples of roots, that I mean, personally that I saw that worked for me. Turmeric,
Right.
turmeric works a lot. Yes, in trying to burn like excess fat and calories. Ginger, garlic, of course, in very little quantity. I'm not advocating that you should pack a lot of it in your food, but like just to spice up your food. So basically, the way I do mine
Mm.
is that I try to my chicken, my meat, and all those stuff, I try to spice them up with these chili peppers, black pepper, um, the ginger, the garlic, the turmeric. So it's already on my meat. So of course I'm going to still get it right, directly or indirectly. So I'm not just taking it raw, okay? So I'm not just taking it raw like that, but I am still getting what I need to get. So another thing is some fruits and vegetables, as Dr. Shoyemi has rightly said. So fruits that personally I know that they are very high in fiber. Okay, so like we're talking about the cucumber, we're talking about the cabbage. There are things that even when you eat, when you consume, your body can easily break it down easily. So it helps you to, be able to lose the excess fat that you need to. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, so I'm back. All right. Now, what type of exercises are good for weight control or weight loss?
So that you can sustain for time. So, for example, if you are, and it also depends on the age. Okay, it also depends on the age that the individual is. Of course, for the younger age group, you can still engage in running, jogging, but then the elderly, we recommend things that are lighter,
So
like maybe
aerobic
walk.
exercises are good for everyone on the average. Aerobic like brisk walking, which we recommend at least
Of
30
course,
minutes
yes.
or five
So
days.
yes, and as I said, it also depends on individual preference. Okay, so there are some people that they
Okay.
naturally have some sports. I mean, it also depends on the age. So if you are still younger, you
Yes.
engage in some activities like running or football or whatever it is. So it could go a long way. But of course, older people, we could recommend them to just take walks. Okay, and then during the course of your day, physical activities will go a long way. So this includes I mean, sitting down for too long is not what we advise. We advise you to stand up. After like 40 minutes, you stand up, you take a walk. Okay, instead of you using the stairs, you can use your I mean, instead of you using the elevators, you can use your stairs. It's an alternative just to keep your leg moving. Okay, and then the more you move, of course, the better the bones are functioning and the better for you, for your overall well-being also. Okay, so I hope you can all still hear me very well. Hello everyone, so do we have any questions or clarifications at this point? I just want to be sure that you can all still hear me. Okay.
Okay. Hello, I can hear you, but okay, yes, better now. Okay, I think we have lights in a bit now. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you, I can hear you.
Oh, all right,
Yes, I
ma.
actually
So
went to
we've talked
adjust
about
the lighting. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that. So it's better now.
Yeah. All right. Your line is breaking. It's better now.
Exercises,
Yes.
people
Yes.
choosing, okay, based on age. So which ones are advisable for older people? I mean, older persons, adults, older adults.
Okay. Well,
What type of
older
exercise?
persons, according to United Nations or in developing countries like Nigeria, we say from 60 years and above. And that's because we want to reduce the risk of falls as much as possible in this age group. So we advise them to walk, okay? So they can actually do
Okay,
brisk walking, which is fast walking. So it could help them to burn um, the calories faster, and not just doing it a one-time thing, a regular thing, something that should become their lifestyle. And another thing I tell the elderlies when I have the opportunity to see them is that a lot of them, they don't really have so much activities that they are doing, during the day. So it's not just about that period of time that they're exercising, but also having the consciousness of, okay, after I've seated for 40 minutes, for example, I have to stand up, I have to do one or two things again, I have to walk up and down. That helps a lot. So it's not just about the exercise, but also the activities, the physical activities during
activity.
the day. Yes. So, and how they go
Yeah,
about it. I think that
because
goes a long way too. Yes.
exercise is just one of many activities that people can get involved in, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now, I want to ask this question: how does sleep affect weight loss? Is there any
Okay.
place?
So yes, there is a place of sleep, and sleep is very, very important. Okay, and let me just explain it in this very simple way, in a way that we all can understand. So a lot of people will come to the hospital and they will tell you something around, maybe I have not been able to sleep for some days, and that is why my BP is elevated. Okay, so in as much
Is better.
yes, so in as much as some people will tell you that their BP is elevated because of the sleep, is to tell you the importance of the sleep. Even though, well, I wouldn't necessarily say that that is 100% true, but it has some truth in it. Because when you sleep, it helps your brain to relax. It helps you to also relax as a person. So also we should know that there are some hormones that is, let me say, secreted at night. So it helps you, your body, to also calm down. Okay. And of course, when you engage more in like activities up, and then you don't have a time to relax, the hormone that is secreted to eat, there's a center for when you're stressed up. There's an hormone that is being stimulated that, okay, you just want to eat because you try to compensate for. Yes. Yes. So your body is trying to compensate. Exactly, during the stress. So with the sleep, it helps you to reduce hormones. And of course, most of the, let me say, eating habits that are being formed that they are bad is usually at night, in the middle of the night. Some people, because they are not able to sleep, that's when they engage in some unhealthy, activities. So that is really when your body needs to rest. So when your body is not resting, it is demanding for you to take extra, which your body does not really need at that point in time. So I hope that explains it in a very simple term. All right. Okay.
People are so excited about losing weight. I mean, if you're possible, to lose 20 kg within a month. Some people don't mind. Do you think it's advisable?
So no, it is not advisable. And the reason is this:
All right.
in as much as, I mean, I know that there are a lot of supplements out there, things to help you to lose weight and all those stuff. But at the end of the day, we are not just trying to make you lose weight. We want you to be able to sustain the weight loss, right? So for you to be able to sustain it, you need to do something that is realistic. Okay, so how realistic is it for someone to lose 20 kg in 1 month? Can you sustain it over time, or you're going to come back again to that level where you are overweight again and then you are looking for a quick fix? So I don't believe in quick fix. Okay, so I believe in you going through the process, something that you know that you can sustain over time, and something that you know that is visible for you. So that's my take on that.
Loss in the long term.
All right. So the thing is this. At the end of the day, it still boils down to lifestyle. Okay. Lifestyle, lifestyle, lifestyle. Daily decision, daily decision, daily decision. I started off this video by saying that at the end of the day, it's the decision we make daily that constitutes what we are. So the decision I make today, the decision I make this week, the decision I make this month, the decision I make all through the year, eventually is what is going to tell the difference. Okay, so at the end of the day, you need to be one consciously, you need to be conscious about the fact that I need to do this. So your consciousness to achieving this is going to help you in the long term. Okay, so the healthy eating, it shouldn't be that a one-time thing, or once in a while I eat healthy. It should be I eat healthy every time, but once in a while I snack, once in a while I indulge. Like this Christmas, personally, I've
But people can actually snack on fruits. You can
yes,
snack on fruits. I
I'm not
mean,
saying I'm not
have your apples,
yeah,
have
yeah, I'm
your.
not saying that you cannot snack on fruits, but I'm saying that there's also a place of your body is going to demand some extra sugar sometimes, and the place that your body might demand it might not necessarily be healthy. So at the end of the day, it's about knowing, okay, how am I going to, okay, let me be practical now. I've had a burger today, or I've had a pizza today, or I've had an ice cream, 2 extra cup of ice cream. How am I going to sustain it now to ensure that my weight does not go out of? So for the remaining day, you know that, okay, I've engaged in something that is not so healthy. For the rest of the day, the next thing you are supposed to engage in is more healthy things, and then you plan your week that way. So even when you are indulging in unhealthy lifestyle, you should have it at the back of your mind that, okay, I should have a way of fixing this so that it doesn't become a norm. Okay, so for example, festive period, everybody's taking a lot of things, right? So you should have a plan. Okay, this is going to be my plan after this
Plan.
period of
All
time.
right.
Yes, after this period
All
of
right.
time, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to achieve it. Okay, so that's it, having a plan that can work. And at the end of the day, let the lifestyle be your basis, your foundation, your fundamentals. Okay, the unhealthy food should be once in a while, the healthy food should be regularly. So with that, you'll be able to sustain it long term. Yes, yes, thank you so much for having me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to say that follow, subscribe to Dr. Eni's channel. You watch some of our videos. I mean, you find them really interesting. A lot to learn from our videos, and I'm sure she will definitely recognize you when you show up with your comments and uh, your likes. All right. So thank you so much, Dr. Eni.
Yeah, thank you, sir,
Any
for
more
having me.
comments? Yeah,
All
you're
right, so
welcome.
I just want to encourage someone out there that overweight or being obese is a phase, okay, and it's a phase that could actually pass. All you have to do is to be one, take cognizance of the fact that you can actually achieve it. It takes a step. Okay, so start by your daily decisions. Okay, don't beat yourself up even when you think that okay you fall short of it. Pick yourself up again. Know that it is a journey. It's something that could be achieved with consistency. Okay, with taking the right step. The little things actually adds up at the end of the day. Okay, so thank you so much for having me, sir.
Thank you. Yes. We hope next time we have all the lights showing on you
All
because though
right.
it's evening here in
Okay.
Nigeria and it's getting dark.
Yes.
Okay. So, but
Yes.
we
Yes.
sure we heard you. And then the network challenges at some point. People were commenting. So maybe
Yes.
we work
Yes.
at better location. But we're so glad that you came to share
Yes.
this with us. God bless you, man. All right. So bye for
Yes.
now.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Holistic Eunice,
Bye.
Holistic Eunice, we can see you here. Holistic Eunice, thank you for joining in. All right. Everyone who joined in, Caribbean Girl, Fadesa, Lisa Cooper, and then who else? Yes, Fatima Barata. Okay, wonderful people, wonderful community. Okay, so we're saying bye for now. We'll catch up again later with another. Watch out in the community post, you get notifications. Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.
Have a great week, everyone.